thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's Nix to throw right away. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
Here's Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Set up. 19 Lions. Check go.
Now it's Nix. That's into the hands of the rookie from Florida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Guerendo. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Another try for Guerendo. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's Guerendo on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7. They'll try the middle with Guerendo. And he's going to have a Niners first down as good running gets him to about the 44. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Gutierrez. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
From the 10, first and goal.
Let's go now. Go.
Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Fields going to change things up here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Fields on third and goal. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's fourth down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Isaac Guerendo. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Right back to him on first down. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Broncos at 7-4 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Trap 60, trap 60.
On play action, here's Nix. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Marvin Mims, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
A give running left now, Garindo. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now it's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80. Go.
Back to throw. Fields. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Second down and a yard.
Let's go. 18
Fields changing the play. Throwing again on second down. Fields has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. On the give, it's Gorindo. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Fields now to throw. And this one too low. That right there, his first incompletion so far in this game, Charles. He was 9 of 9 before that.
Yeah, I think that qualifies as being locked in. And then you have to ask him the question, so what caused the incompletion? Come on, man, get back on your game. Let's go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Ready? Go, check. Go, check. Go, Lee. Go. Hup.
Here's Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. Get up.
To throw, here's Nix. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Hilton, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Here we go, set. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18. Go.
Throwing Nix. Escapes the sack. Flushed out right. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
Last thing, 19. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler. 79, Bronco. 60, Maverick. 60, Maverick. Hut, hut.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
To throw is Fields. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. A handoff running right, Guerrero.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Out of the gun, Fields.
And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender. But you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And this one is right down the middle.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Dragon 60. Ready.
To throw is Nix. He'll get that complete to Franklin.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
3rd and 3.
19 Lions. Go.
Nix to the air.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Not good at all. A punt of just 24 yards there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gutierrez. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here we go, set.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Go!
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throwing on second down.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Ready?
Back to throw. Fields.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Warriors 70. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yeah,
run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gutierrez. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Looking to throw. Fields.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Here we go, set.
Handoff here, Guerrero. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Operating from the gun, Fields.
That's complete to Pearsall. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Back to throw. Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
Thomas barreling ahead.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Over the middle here, it's Hilton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mustang 19.
Here's Nix. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Set. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Riggs. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Now it's Nix. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Set. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Completes this to Elijah Higgins. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Let's go. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hunt.
Nix from the shotgun. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Nix to throw again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Hold the ready.
We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Right side complete, that's Woods. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go now. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Fred Warner. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now it's Fields. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Now Fields going to move him around.
He finds his man complete. That's Gutierrez. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
And now they'll shift things around. Back to throw. Fields over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's their quarterback. Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Set. Pioneer. Ready.
To throw, here's Nix.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
Mustang 19. Go.
Operating from the gun. Nix, and the catch made by Hilton.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him in bounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on. Set. 79 Bronco.
Here's Nix once more.
Looking deep for Hilton. And this is caught.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Dusty Maverick. Let's go. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Throwing Nix. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Broncos are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the 49er hands team does its job. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now it's Garindo.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Let's go now.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Out of the gun, Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Fields. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. A short throw pulled in by Woods.
Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Here comes 2nd down.
60. Hawk 70. Hawk.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Lion. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Warrior 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready, ready?
To throw is Nix. Able to find Mims.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
All three timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Nix to the air.
Complete to Hilton.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Franklin.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
60 Bison, 60. Shut up. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hup.
Here's Nix. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Hurt. Cup 19. Cup 19. Set go.
Back to the air with Nix.
He's going to take another shot here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will